Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, as you all aware that in my last video lesson I finished chapter 5 Indigo in your Flamingo textbook. So now you will have to complete all the exercises which have been given at the end of the lesson. Each and every exercise must be done in your fair notebook. Today in this video lesson we are going to read chapter 5 Should Wizard Hit Mummy, written by John Boyer Updike. So first of all, as we always do, we will be discussing about the author. We will be knowing about the author, then about the lesson, and then line by line explanation will be done. So let us first discuss about the author John Updike. In short, he is called John Updike. Okay, so let me show you about the author on your screen, and let us discuss with the help of a PPT. Should Wizard Hit Mummy by John Boyer Updike. Let us first discuss about the author. John Boyer Updike, who lived between 18 March 1932 and 27th January 2009. He was an American novelist, poet, short story writer, art critic and literary critic. One of only 3 writers to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction more than once. He was one of only 3 writers to win the Pulitzer Prize for fiction more than once. Updike published more than 20 novels, more than a dozen short story collections, as well as poetry, art and literature criticism, and children's books during his career. So this is all about the author John Updike, as you can see his picture on the screen. Now let us go through the lesson. Before moving ahead, let us go through the short introduction of this lesson. In this lesson, Jack, the father of 2 little kids, Joe and Bobby, his wife Claire was 6 months pregnant with their 3rd child. Characters in the story: Jack is the protagonist of the story. He is a married man. His wife Claire is pregnant and they have a 4-year-old daughter, Joe, and a 2-year-old son, Bobby. Joe. She is Jack and Claire's 4-year-old daughter. She is a growing girl. As she is growing, she has begun to contradict things. Roger Skunk. Roger is the protagonist of the story that Jack narrates to Joe. He is bullied for his foul skunk smell. He wants nothing more than to play with the other animals. This is all about the characters. Next character is Mother Skunk, mother of baby skunk. Owl, a wise creature that solves the problem. Wizard, a magician. Theme of the story: the story raises a moral issue. If the parents should always decide what the children should do, or let the children do what they like to do. Children dream and live in their own magical world. They are devoid of despise, ugliness and petty differences. They are pure at heart. This story raises a moral question at the point. Should Wizard hit Mummy? Joe feels that he must. Jack says that it would be wrong because a mummy is always right. She should be loved and respected. This is what we are going to read in the story. This is all about the theme of the story. So now everyone get ready with your book. We are going to read the story. So I will be reading and explaining line by line. Should Wizard hit Mummy? This is the question which is asked by Joe in this story, written by John Updike. It is Updike, sorry. John Hoyer Updike. Before you read, here is a story about the worldview of a little child and the difficult moral question she raises during the story session with her father. The story which we are going to read, it is about a perception of a 4-year-old child. How a 4-year-old child tries to understand this world and what is the perception of a 4-year child about this world. This is what we are going to read in this story. In the evenings and for Saturday naps like today's, Jack told his daughter Jo a story out of his head. So in the evenings and for Saturday, so during evenings and for Saturday and during Saturday naps like today's, and the day this story is written, it was Saturday. Okay, so as every evening and for Saturday naps like today's, Jack told his daughter Jo a story out of his head. Jack used to tell a story to his daughter Jo out of his head. So he himself was creating the story and used to tell to Jo. This custom began when she was 2, was itself now nearly 2 years old. So this custom had started when Jo was of 2 years old. So Jack had been telling stories to Jo since she was 2 years old. Okay, and now it has become 2 years since Jack had started telling her stories. So it means now Jo was a girl of 4 years now. And his head felt empty. And now Joe's head felt empty because since last 2 years he had been telling the stories. So now this was the time when he was running out of the stories, as he was not telling her stories from any book or from any other source. He was telling the stories out of his head. So that is why the writer says that now it was very difficult for him to form new stories. Okay. Each new story was a slight variation of the basic tale. So the story which Jack used to tell Joe, each story had a slight variation of a basic tale. A small creature usually named Roger, Roger fish, Roger squirrel, Roger chipmunk, etc. So the story which Joe used to, which Jack used to tell Joe, there was one thing is common. There used to be an animal, and the name of the animal was common in all the story, and it was skunk. It was Roger, sorry. So the stories which he used to tell Joe, the stories were having the name of the same character, only name of animals were changing. Sometimes Roger monkey, sometimes Roger squirrel, sometimes Roger chipmunk. But one thing was common, the name Roger. Every story Jack used to call Roger to the animals which used to be the protagonist of the story. Had some problem and went with it to the wise old owl. The owl told him to go to the wizard, and the wizard performed the magic spell that solved the problem, demanding in payment a number of pennies greater than the number of Roger creature had. But in the same breath, directing the animal to a place where the extra pennies could be found. So what was the common in the story? First, the character, the story which Jack used to tell Joe, character Roger was common. First thing, he used to call Roger to all the animals. Second, the plot of the story was also common. Plot of the story was also common, as there would be an animal who used to go to who had the problem, and in order for solution of the problem, he used to go to a owl, and owl used to direct him to the wizard, and wizard used to solve his problem, and wizard would ask the money, more money than that animal was having, and then the wizard himself told the animal from where he could found the rest of the money. So this was the common plot in all the stories, and the name of the animal was also common, which was Roger. It might be Roger squirrel, Roger skunk, Roger chipmunk. So this time Jack is going to tell the story in which the protagonist is Roger skunk. This time Joe is going to tell the story of Roger skunk. Having the same plot. The Roger was so happy he played many games with other creatures. So when Roger got solution to his problem, he used to become very happy and used to play with other animals, other creatures, and went home to his mother just in time to hear the train whistle that brought his daddy from home from Boston. So then that animal, after his problem got solved by the wizard, he came back to his home. He played with other animals. Later, when he went to the home, and he in the evening during meal time, he used to hear the sound of the train, which brought his father from Boston. So this plot was common to all the stories of Jack, which he used to tell Joe. Jack described their supper, and the story was over. So after they were having their supper, and at this point story was over. So this was the plot which it was the plot of Jack's story, Jack's all story. It was the common plot for Jack's all stories. Okay. Working his way through this scheme, and especially fatiguing on Saturday, because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore, and knowing this made the ride seem futile. So working his way through this scheme was specially fatigue. So now it has become more than 2 years since Jack used to tell her stories. So that is why it was now very exhausted. It was very exhausted for him on Saturday, because Joe never fell asleep in naps anymore, because Joe never used to fall asleep, and knowing this made the ride seem futile. And as Jack knew that, so that is why the custom of telling the stories was useless. This made the ride seem futile. Okay, so Jack was compelled, even though he had to think about the new story, but he was compelled to tell her a story, as it had become a custom for Jack. The little girl, not so little anymore, the bumps her feet made under the covers were halfway down the bed, their big double bed that they let her be in for naps, and when she was sick, had at last arranged herself. And from the way her fat face deep in the pillow shone in the sunlight sifting through the drawn shades, it did not seem fantastic that some magic would occur, and she would take her nap like an infant of 2. Okay, so that little girl was not that much little. She was now 4 years old. So the little girl, not so little anymore, because she was now a girl of 4. The bumps her feet, here writer tells that now bumps of her feet was reaching to the half of the bed. Now her growth also increased, as earlier she was of 2, but now she was of 4, so her height was also increased, and her feet was reaching to the half of the bed. Their big double bed that they let her be in for naps, and when she was sick. So here the writer tells us about the height of the girl. Actually, writer wants to tell us Now the girl was not a little girl. She was of 4. This is what the writer tells us in this way, that now the double bed on which on which she used to sleep, and on which she used to lay down when she was sick. So now her bump of the leg was reaching half of the bed. It did not seem fantastic that some magic would occur and she would take her nap like an infant of 2. So it was not like that. Now she used to take her nap as a girl of 2 years. Her brother Bobby was 2. Now her brother Bobby, who was now of 2 years and already asleep with his bottle. He had already slept with his bottle. Jack asked, "Who shall the story be today about today?" So Jack asked Joe about which character she wanted to hear the story today. Let me write down the meaning of some words, then I will continue. It is fatigue. Fatigue means cause someone to feel exhausted. Cause someone to feel exhausted. Cause someone to feel exhausted. Next word is sift. To make a close examination of all the parts. Simply this much we can write. Okay. To make a close examination of something. Now look at the next paragraph. Roser. Joe squeezed her eyes shut and smiled to be thinking she was thinking. Her eyes opened. Her mother's blue. Skunk, she said firmly. So Roser, Joe squeezed. Joe, by squeezing her eyes, she said she wanted to hear the story of a Roser, as she knew that in all the stories of Jack there was a common character and common theme. Okay, the common character was Roser, and the common theme was that the Roser, any animal can be there, with the Roser monkey, Roser chipmunk. So the animal had some problem. In order to get solution to that problem, he used to go to the owl, and owl used to direct, as we have earlier discussed. So plot, theme, and character in the story, name of the character in the story would remain the same in all the stories of Jack. Roser, Joe squeezed her eyes shut and smiled to be thinking she was thinking. Her eyes opened. Her mother's blue. Skunk, she said firmly. So she wanted to hear the story of an animal, skunk. Skunk, a type of animal who looks like a squirrel. A new animal. They must talk about skunks at nursery school. So she must have been taught about skunk at nursery school, and she wanted to hear the story of the new animal this time. Her eye, okay. Having a fresh hero momentarily stirred Jack to creative enthusiasm. As Jack got a new hero, so momentarily means for a short time. Now he stirred, Jack stirred to creative enthusiasm. All right, he said. Once upon a time, in the deep dark woods, there was a tiny little creature by the name of Roger Skunk, and it smelt very bad. So here Jack started telling his stories, and he was telling the story of the skunk whose name was Roger Skunk in the story, as Roger used to be a common name for all the animals, for in all the stories of Jack. So this time it was a Roger Skunk. Momentarily means for a short period of time. Momentarily means for a short period of time. Next word is woodland. Sorry. Land covered with trees. Woodland, land covered with trees. Okay. So he further. Jack continues with his story. He smelled so bad that none of other little woodland creatures would play with him. Further, he continued with his story and told that the little skunk used to smell very bad, and that is why, because of his bad smell, none of the animals wanted to play with him. Joe looked at him so lamely. She hadn't foreseen this. So Joe hadn't seen it before. So that is why she was patiently and quietly she was listening to Jack. Whenever he would go out to play, Jack continued with zest. Zest means great enthusiasm and energy. So Jack continues with zest, with great enthusiasm and energy, remembering certain humiliations of his own childhood. All of the other tiny animals would cry, "Oh, oh, here comes Roger Skunk," and they would run away. And Roger Skunk would stand there all alone, and two little round tears would fall from his eyes. The corners of Joe's mouth dropped down, and her lower lips bent forward as he traced with forefinger along the side of her nose the course of one of Roger Skunk's tears. So here, dear students, let me write down meaning of some words. Zest. Zest means great enthusiasm and energy. And drooped means bent or hang. Further, Jack continues with his story, and he was also recalling about his childhood when he got humiliated. When he tells that Roger's skunk, when he used to play with other animals, so they used to call him Stinky Skunk, and they would run away. The other animals would run away from Roger's skunks. They would not like to play with Roger's skunk, as he was giving foul smell. Okay, so the corner of Joe's mouth drooped down. It shows that Joe felt very bad when she heard that no animals wanted to play with her. So at this, Roger's skunk also, the tears rolled from his eyes when the animals were moving away from him, and they did not like to play with. Okay, so this is all about this video. In my next video I will be explaining a few more paragraphs. So thank you students for watching this video. See you tomorrow.